Thank you so much. Wow, it feels so good to be here. I want to start today by reading you a quote. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. This is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. As I stand here today, I feel deeply honored. Not because of titles or ceremonies, but because this moment right here is a moment of truth. The truth of your journeys, your perseverance, your unseen battles, and your hopes for what comes next. I want to tell you something that life has taught me, but not from awards or ceremonies, but from the quiet, often painful work of becoming. Life is not about achievements alone. It is not about prestiges or the letters after your name or the applauses that you may sometimes receive. No, life is about being, truly and authentically being. Being in the sense of knowing yourself, being real with your pain and tender with your wounded parts. Allowing yourself to sit honestly with who you are and not with what the world expects you to be. And I know this intimately. When I was a child, I was repeatedly raped and tortured. At that time, I didn't know that I was one of the 30% of girls and 20% of boys that are sexually abused before the age of 18. And like 80% of these cases, my aggressor was someone within the family. An adult that I should have been able to trust. After months of torture, I finally managed to escape and seek help. But instead of protection, I was failed by the very institutions meant to safeguard me. The government ignored my pleas, violated my human rights, and left me ostracized, deeply traumatized and alone. This took me to depression, self-mutilation, eating disorder, suicide attempts, and all those things that come with trauma. There were moments in my life where the weight of this reality felt unbearable. I felt invisible, silence, and broken. But in the depths of this darkness, I made a decision. I would not let my story end there. So I chose to fight, not just for myself, but for every child that has ever been told to be silent. And that choice took me to Rutgers University, where I earned my law degree and where I met one of my best friends, Professor Beth Stevens. If you know her, she's amazing. Professor Beth Stevens, who felt my pain, who dreamed with me that we could make a difference in this world and maybe leave it a little bit better. Not because it was easy, but because we knew that justice required a voice that will not give up. And with that voice, we took my case to the Inter-American Court of Human Rights, the highest court of the nation, of the region, South, Central, North America. It took 20 years. 20 years of persistence. 20 years of believing when it felt impossible. And at the end of the long road, we won. But that victory was never just mine. That decision created new international human rights standards that now protect children in 23 countries. This is the power of living true to your purpose, even when the world tries to silence you. It is the power of choosing every single day to stand up, even when you feel like falling, because your greatest strength will never come from your titles or from your achievements. It will come from your ability to stand in your truth, to honor your story, and to transform your wounds into wisdom and purpose. Along your journey, you will be tempted to compare yourself to others, to their timelines, to their successes, to their highlights. But remember this: comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Compare yourself only to the person that you were yesterday. Ask yourself, how have I grown? How have I stretched myself closer to the person that I am becoming? Because your purpose is not to outshine anyone else. Your purpose is to outgrow your fears, to outlast your doubts, and to outlove the barriers placed in your way. As you walk this path, build relationships that sustain you. Not just professional connections, but deep, meaningful friendships and communities. Allow yourself to be seen in your full humanity, to hold space for others and allow others to hold space for you. Because in the end, it is not the trophies that will be remembered. It is the moments of realness. It is the relationships that we nurture. It is the lives that we touch and the truths that we dare to live. So today, I will not simply wish you success. I wish you authenticity. I wish you the courage to live unapologetically in your truth. I wish you the strength to measure your progress by your own growth, and the compassion to honor every step of your journey. And I will leave you with this invitation. Look at the person next to you. Look at them. Really look. See them not as a competition, not as a stranger, but as a fellow traveler on this road of becoming. And when you step out into the world today, carry this moment with you. Carry your truth. Carry your courage. Carry your love, because your story is not finished. It is just beginning. So write it with truth, write it with courage, and write it with love. Thank you so much, and congratulations.